Hello, everybody. It seems that I have sat in a blood stain. I was gonna say stream. That's about where I'm at mentally today. So I'm gonna check and just make sure that my technology, including my microphone, is working. Please excuse me if you're watching this in the future. Feel free to jump ahead a couple minutes and we should be good. I'm thinking this one might be a short and sweet type of stream. Oh, my laptop isn't even open. Great job, me. I'm gonna see if I can defeat the Scadutree avatar. I had so much trouble the first time. I was so triumphant. I like defeated that first phase on the first try, and then I was quickly humbled. Quickly humbled by the fact that there was not only two which I struggled with, but three phases. By the fact that there was not only all right, I sound just fine. Perfect. So I'm gonna post on my socials. So again, apologies. This will take a minute. Oh my god, can I write now? And I have to explain that a sunflower is about to beat me up. Like, a sunflower is about to take my lunch money. Cool. So I did not name this Scadutree avatar since the last stream was all about that. This one's probably going to be all about it too. I wanted to practice throughout the week, and I did not get to practice whatsoever. And then I always get distracted. A friend always posts like some beautiful picture of them, so I'm gonna have to give that a big thumbs up. Like, you look great. Does that have anything to do with what I'm doing? No, it does not. Just remarking that I have some really ridiculously good-looking friends who I will support. Did I spell everything right? I don't know. Okay. It's almost done. Alright, cool. So everything is posted. Amazing. So I'm going to... I've had some good... Like, things are still up and down with my foot, but I think that I think for the first time I really feel confident taking some time and standing, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I will sit if I feel bad. Oh, look at that. Rio stands at the same time as I do. Oh, and I'm wearing my shirt from the Poppy concert. I bought a shirt and I've been meaning to like make it into a crop top. Not to flash my belly. The lower belly of doom. But like, I got these cool pants and I'm like, I want it to be a crop top to show off the pants, and it's Poppy. So, oh my goodness, what do I want or need at the moment? I have 59 runes. So the Starlight Shards were helpful starting in phase 2. I think I got everything I need here. It's a lot to manage though. Oh yeah, and the 2 healing spells, I remember. Another thing to help me through this session is it's funny, like, this glass doesn't look big, but it's enormous. Like, this is like this is like a glass and a half of normal wine, but in this glass it just looks like I'm being conservative about it. No. You're being fooled. I think it's called Dragon Glassware. They had like a Barbie collection. And I was thinking of getting that, but then instead I got like it's like transparent glass, but it has like kind of a gold and like violet sheen to it. So I think it's really pretty. So it's like, nope, that's the one. And I haven't been using rune arcs Ooh, slowly build sleep while gradually restoring HP. That's actually amazing. Thank you, Saint Trina. I meant to go to equipment or inventory. I haven't been using rune arcs. I have 99 rune arcs? For real? I have 99 of these? Oh, 10 of 99. Okay, no, then I absolutely cannot use these. Hi, Gower, how are you? Oh, would you like to see a meow meow? So he has been scaring me a little, and that he's not eating from his bowl. But then I was like, is it the bowl? Is it the glassware? Not exactly glassware, because it's like a metal bowl that I feed him off of. And so I was like, let me experiment. And so I put a little food in a spoon, and so I was spoon feeding him food to get him to eat. But that was scary because I'm like, this boy is not eating. Primero, but first, a kitty. Okay, so these are things that I was doing. There's Bestial Vitality and Lord's Heal. I think the Bestial Vitality is the one that heals you gradually. So I'm gonna... And I'll save the Starlight Shards. I'm gonna probably take a dive these first couple. You have your coffee? Amazing! Oh my god, I forgot about this! I forgot about all this. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, and I had to be close. Now I remember. And sometimes I can dodge that, sometimes not. Yeah. Okay. And her head, I think, was the most sensitive part of her. Oh, I really did try to dodge that. Key on try. This is a practice run. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, this is not gonna be it. See, an attempt was made at dodging that. Oh no. Okay, McRommels. That was a reference to this one piece of art. Because this boss reminds me a bit of Rom, the vacuous spider, and that she's kind of sitting in her own soup, thrashing around being a potato. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, and then it's like mandatory to do this, or else you're gonna have a real hard time. Time for crab, starlight shards. Oh yeah, this is when she becomes a skater boy. Oh my god! Oh, this will not be it. And then and then sometimes she does it a third time. Yep. And there she goes. And then... Let's see if I can, how much longer I can hold on in this, this run. There we go. Middle of phase 2. That's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. That's a personal question, Gateway. ¿Cuántos años tienes? I'll try to say it in Spanish. So it may surprise you, but 38 is my age in Spanish. I'm trying to figure out whether I look it or not. I'm not sure. I think I'm starting to get there, but maybe not quite. They're indicators. That's not a bad thing, though. I'm trying not to, like, be sad about having age. Because there's no shame in it. Like, it happens to all of us. So I shouldn't be sad about it, you know? You know what I mean? I know what you know. You know what I mean. The passage of time is a little scary, too. Hi, Frankie! Ooh. Oh, terrible timing on that. I was debating whether or not I wanted to stream, but I think I'm trying to get my mind off of a variety of things right now. So I thought it would be a good time. I like to stream on Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is a little sad for me. Ooh. It's a healthy thing to do. I can't even count. Am I still in phase 1? I think I am. I'm just hanging out with this tree. Alright, let's do it. Alright, it's time to buff. I just dodged at a terrible time. She might do it again. Yeah, I think it's because I healed. I'm considering these first few to be practice runs. I'm trying to be fair on myself and kind to myself today. There she goes. They're all gonna hit me. There she goes, skating. At least she let me buff there. That was nice of her. It's hard to know when to use, like, healing magic and a potion, but potions take less time. Or rather, the flask. That was a good time to use the flask. I'll use the Wondrous Physic, yeah. Because it gives me a free hit, which is very helpful. There she goes. Hello, girl. She gonna do it? Yeah, she is. Okay. That was awful. Awful timing on my part. If I'm lucky, that was bad timing. And I knew that going in. But hey, I did better than last time. Look at that. This is a fight that did not need 3 phases. Parsley with eyes. Won't let itself be killed by you. No. It is the parsley that does not die. I wish that was in my fridge. Oh, good. That's really good to hear. I personally really like the Spanish language. I learned it... Well, I'm not good at it, but I learned it throughout middle and high school. I wish we started a little earlier. Oh, sweet. Got my blue light on. But I really like it. Even since when I was a kid, I really, wanted to learn it. And I like doing, different types of accents. I always found it, just fun to do. So if I speak a different language, I will try my best to do as good a job as I can on the accent within reason, while still being, as respectful as possible. So that's always a priority for me. And I like doing it. It makes me sad that I don't know as much as I should. Or I lost a lot of the information. You're eating crackers with sunflower seeds? Yes. That's a perfect, that's great. That's a good choice for this boss in particular. I have 24 crabs. I should do fine. So crab. I don't need the starlight shards yet, I don't think. I kind of like doing that in the second phase. And then she's gonna go round and round. Ah, it was a good dodge! Look at that. I'm gonna try to use as little resources as I can. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Maybe the RNG gods can be friendly to me. Can the Pope send me, the new Pope from Chicago, can he send me good luck and good RNG? And perhaps even a deep dish pizza? I saw one funny, so we got a new Pope this week, and I'm a former Catholic, but so I'm not Catholic anymore, per se, but I was raised Catholic. So when there's a new pope, I'm definitely going to be just like interested in seeing who it is and what the hubbub is about for sure. And I was a fan of the 2024 movie Conclave, which has been actually such a hoot because I follow this account on Twitter called Pope Crave, and they announced the news before the Vatican did, which is incredible stuff. Also a wonderful movie if you never saw it. It's my favorite movie of last year. Oh, I'm being bad now. He's slapping me. I'm being bullied by a flower. Alright. And now I absolutely must get the riposte here, or else I'm in big old trouble. Oh, I did not get to do the Starlight Shards. I have to get this timing right. Sometimes she'll go in for a third. Alright, there we go. There we got some shards. Ugh. Ah! That was too fast. She shouldn't be allowed to do that so quickly. Ooh, is she gonna go again? Ugh. Ah! It's so scary! Yeah, she shouldn't be able to do that. Just from a fairness perspective. And then... Ka-choo! I knew it! I knew it! Yeah, I knew it! I should've... What? She's just skating forever now. Okay. Oh my god. Save me, Chicago deep dish pizza. Save me. Oh no. That was like a momentary lapse that just... Oh my god, ate all my resources. Ugh. Shoot. This is such an awful battle when it comes to camera management. Let's just use the healing that I have. Is she gonna go again? Yep, she is. There she goes. And plus I'm not doing so well on this run, so... There we go. At least I'm kinda healed. I have like... Do I have any juice left? Probably not. So yeah, this will not be the run. But I'm gonna try to get as far as I can. With the resources I have. We'll see how well I do. Where is she? There she is. Oh god. Is she gonna... No. Don't have the chance to heal. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. Is she gonna do it again? Nope. She's gonna do this bullshit. Do I have the chance? Let's do it. It'd be cool if I can get her to phase 3 in this fight. See, look at that bullshit. Trying to use as much magic as I can. Oh god, that was it. Well, I did marginally better than last time. Hey, Inspector, how are ya? You were in Rome? Wow, yeah. That must have been really interesting to be in Rome in the past week. Probably a lot of excitement, a lot of more people in town. Yeah, it's the sort of thing where, you know, it's not like a regular part of my life anymore, but it's still excitement and still like, oh, kitty Cam, sorry, you will see him. Hello, sweetie. I'm probably gonna have to spoon feed him more food later. It's like, I don't know, it's weird to describe. It's an odd sense of like comfort in life now. Oof. I just had a lot of ramen before streaming. And I tend to get along probably best most with other fellow former Catholics too. We get along real well. Like in the work chat, the two most, who were writing most about this were people from Latin America and me, the Boston Irish Catholic, former Catholic. Think Conan O'Brien level. And I have to pay attention to the fight, which is such a drag! I can't see her at all. There we go. She hits very hard, too. Oh my god! That was bad timing on that dodge. I'm trying to do better with that. It's hard to do. I'm sure you all understand. Most of you've been here where I am, so you get it. I trust and believe it. Alright. Okay, this is the most important, I think. Oh, shit. Good dodge. Look at that. Oh, okay. I'll accept it. For such a slow enemy, well, she's like fast and slow, if that makes sense. Like, she doesn't give you much of a window to do anything with. There was the tiniest little window of escape there. Oh! Bad dodges on my part. What am I doing? Girl. Oh. There we go. I was trying to switch up my weapons. And I was holding my breath. Oh no! That was a problem. I was like, why do I feel very unpleasant right now? I'm like, oh, because I need to breathe. That's what the workout people are like when they're like, don't forget to breathe. Okay, maybe I did forget. Being tossed around by a potted plant, you know, like you do. Uh-oh. I'm trying not to use my resources, and it's hard. Is she gonna do it again? Yes, she is! Oh god. Oh god, oh god. There we go. That's it. That's it for my ability to heal. Ah. Okay. Phase 2! Done for the first time tonight. Okay. And then she's gonna do phase 3, which is the actual worst. Oh, I don't care. Oh, shit! Oh no, she's dying. Like, I feel like they're trying to manufacture... Oh god. She shouldn't be able to do that in phase 3. She should be like limping or something. I don't feel bad for her. Aww. Oh no! This will get me. This did not get me. Oh, it most certainly got me. I don't feel bad for you. Stop trying to manufacture my pity. You're not getting it. Oh my god, I was so close. Hi, Rhino. Oh. You know, I played chess for a little bit. I'm not that good at it, but I did enjoy it for quite a while. Oh no, anyway, from Top Gear. I'm getting more wine. I'm upset. I was so close. I feel like in the end I was just running out of stuff and running out of patience. So hold on, more wine. I'm gonna be silly for a second. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, so Frankie, you can correct me, but I really like this particular wine right now. It's a red. It's a Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. I have such trouble pronouncing that right. But it's very good. It's from Tuscany, I believe. But I really like it. For some reason I go through red wine phases, where I'll like one thing for a while, and then I'll like something else. During the early pandemic, I stopped drinking a lot of red wine, so all it did was make me fall asleep, so I had to start finding red wine that did not make me fall asleep. Oh, here's Kitty. Oh, you want to be up on there, Kitty? So I'm going to help him. You want to be up on there? Sometimes he gets frisky during my streams because I'm talking excitedly. There he goes. There he goes. All right, Kitty. There you go. He's on his little spot. Thank you. Yeah, I think I struggled with that. So there he is. You see his little tail? He's on his little seat. So he has 3 legs, so he can't jump up on there on his own. So I use this IKEA chair, and he climbs the armrests, and that's how he gets up. So you just having a special needs cat means you figure out things to do to make them happy, and you make them happy. I do like wine. Hi, Sophie! I'm getting my ass kicked by a goddamn sunflower. Oh, you like Fragolino? What kind of wine is that? It's one I'm not familiar with. It sounds very Italian. When we were doing like middle school orchestra, we thought that Fragonard sounded like a swear. So when the conductor was like, okay, pull out the Fragonard, we're like, oh, Fragonard! Sorry, so that's what that reminds me of, is Fragonard for some reason. And yes, I think the wine is taking hold. There's a touch of strawberries. Ooh, so some sweetness. Oh, that sounds delightful, actually. I Ah, Fragonard. This is not... I don't enjoy this boss battle. But, like, my thing is to only summon when I feel really, frustrated, and I do. But, like, I'm so frustrated that I want revenge. You know what I mean? Ah! No, it's like, I gotta do this myself. Like, oh, Fragonard. Ooh! Ah! Ah! That's Kitty. He's having zoomies, so do you know what that leads me to believe? That's very good news. Leads me to believe that he ate something. Please, God, I don't enjoy particularly being fisted in this way. By the golden fists of anger. That is not my preferred method, okay? Oh, yeah, he's nuts. Poor little kitty. It's definitely one of the, it's just like, I don't call it like, I don't know if it makes sense to call this like a Sekiro battle. But you know how the battles in Sekiro were complete, like, endurance challenges? I feel like this is like that. So not necessarily like the speed of a Sekiro battle, but truly of like item management. And yes, I know that you're supposed to summon, but I'm not gonna because I am stubborn, so there we go. And that's my fault. That is the lot that I have made for myself in life, and I take responsibility for that. I know, she needs to buy me dinner before doing what it is that she is doing. It's not fair to me. Oh, Kitty, what on earth? Kitty's like doing something. He's going nuts. Oh, he's just being kind of feral. Okay. It's feral hours. Oh my goodness. It is hard to concentrate with this cat, though. It's a gift, though, because he is an old man. Like, every day with him at this point is a gift. So even if he's being nuts, I just have to love him. The desperation has set in. I use the wondrous physic. I'm gonna use this type of healing now. Girl, you are a skater boy. She really said see you later, boy. I am not good enough for her. I would call this boss Avril Lavigne, but this is the skater boy that Avril Lavigne was talking about. See, he's a skater boy. I would like to say, see you later, boy. But I can't explain it per se, but I see this Scadutree avatar as a woman. I mean, it's a plant. I don't know if plants necessarily have gender. I think trees do. But I'm like, no, she is a woman. She is beautiful, but very terrifying, very scary. And I respect her very much, but good God, can she stop hurting me? Like, girl, I like you. Stop this. One more hit. There we go. And then phase 3. It's like, guys, this is some bad weed. I don't even do weed. I just think it's funny. I don't even go here. This is the phase where I'm supposed to be empathetic. Oh no, she's dying. I just feel like this one isn't executed as well as, say, like, you know when you call on Sif to fight with you to defeat Manus? And she starts limping and it's like the saddest thing ever. Or Sif and her, at the end of the battle. And, like, it's, like, the most devastating thing. Oh my god! Ugh. Just anything Sif, like... Sif makes me cry a lot. I think about Sif often. But this boss is not Sif. Ah! I'm gonna die. 'Cause I need to heal. And I'm being sloppy too. Like, my sloppy playing is the reason. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Well, I got to phase 3. That's something. Oh, little kitty is now on his perch. Hey, the Freeman. You've taken in a stray who looks like Morgott? I'm, like, jealous of you. I want a stray that looks like Morgott. That must be the best cat. That's probably, like, the greatest cat in the whole world. Like, an old, like, scrungly cat. No, my cat's getting, like, he has kidney disease. So, like, when he was diagnosed at stage 3, and he was diagnosed in September. So when they have stage 3, the life expectancy is 6 to 18 months. So he's way past the 6-month point. But I've been trying to, with the right care, you can prolong that. So I'm trying to exhibit the right care and prolong it. But the point of what I was saying is once you get to stage 4, they start getting a little scrungly. He's, like, starting to get there, but it's actually very cute. He's huge and has a busted up nose, the poor baby, but very timid. Oh my god. I love him. Please tell that cat that I love him very much. And Morgott, like, he's a good dude. I like Morgott. I'm gonna just check and see if the kitty ate, because that Zoomies was one for the ages. Yes, he most definitely ate. And then he had the Zoomies. So I've been trying, like, another thing with kidney disease is they get really picky with food. So a year ago, you couldn't get him to stop eating, and now it's like, it's so hard. Oh, he's watching the rain, guys. Okay. So he's watching the rain outside. It's raining a little bit. He's just sitting, having a good day. But yeah, I'm just trying to give him, like, everything he wants and the best, like, end of life that anyone could ask for. Because, like, oh my god, I can't think about it. I will get so sad. But, like, I just adore him, like, with everything I have, and I just love him and want to take care of him forever. So I'm trying to give him all the things he might want and need. And the hardest thing is, like, knowing that this cat who was once such a little chonker, like, almost refuses to eat. Sometimes it, like, really hurts. So what I do is I just try to, like, now, like, I used to only get him enough food for, like, the week and, like, maybe a few extra days. Oh my god, but now I have, like, a mountain of food. All different types because of his pickiness. So he gets, like, an absolute mountain. Everything he wants, he will get. So that's the life of Salem right now. Just like a cute little old man. I noticed he gets the zoomies a little less often. Which, again, heartbreaking. Saddest thing ever. Because he used to get zoomies every night. Now he, like, maybe gets zoomies every few days. That's a good sign, though, because the vet was surprised he had zoomies at all when he diagnosed me. He's like, your cat gets zoomies? I was like, yeah, he gets zoomies all the time. And he's like, yeah, stage 3 kidney disease, that you do not get the zoomies. So I was like, well, he gets the zoomies. And I showed him the video. I was like, I took this video of him getting the zoomies. It's so cute. Speaking of, this is like a flower that gets the zoomies. I'm just trying to, like, heal. It's phase 1. This is all kinds of pathetic, I think. Oh my god, am I gonna die in phase 1? There we go. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Okay. I think the first thing I'll do is Starlight Shards. Grab. Delicious. A little Lord's Heal. I did not have enough time to do all the buffing I wanted to do. Is she gonna do another? Yep! Did she, like, know that I was getting ready to heal? Ugh, there we go. I'm trying so hard to, like, manage my items. It's just, as you all know, it ain't easy. I clicked the button a half beat too late. Oh, there she is. What's she gonna do? Oh, I did not dodge at the right time there. Oh my god. It's like I don't have time to heal, so... And then she'll send another volley. just trying to manage as best I can. No! I was so close. There we go. That's what I needed. Alright. Okay, so I still... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh no! Hello? Yeah, there's no way, like, how can she, like, she's weak. How is she launching herself across the thing? Oh god, here it goes. I was like, I swear to God, there better not be a fourth phase. Thank you guys. That was frustrating. I'm glad it's over. Cheers. Clink. Cheers. So let's read. Let's read a few things. I'm sure I'm gonna get sad, I'm gonna get sad after. Posthumously, perhaps. I don't know if that's a good word. I'm trying to find the right word and it's just not there, but I think I will get sad later as I think about it. It's like Lawrence. I'm sad about Lawrence at all times, but I'm also in the full opinion that Lawrence got exactly what he deserved, but it's still tragic. You know what I mean? Like, there can be tragic characters that get what they deserve, but you're like, oh, I'm still sad about it. I don't think this character is bad at all. I think perhaps since Mikkel is attached, maybe she got drunk off of Mikkel. I mean, maybe I should call this the wine that I'm drinking. Mikkel, because it's going inside of this Mikkel. I can't drink wine since I have work in the morning. Yeah, totally understandable. I am being irresponsible because I also have work in the morning. So uncork some sparkling sparkling apple cider. Oh my god, that sounds awesome. Yeah, your drink of choice, including water. I won't tell. It's fine. Have whatever you like. Remembrance of the Scadutree avatar. Hewn into the Scadutree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. Sorry, something's bubbling up from my belly. There we go. The Scadutree is the shadow of the Erdtree, born of dark notions that bear no sense of order, that twist and bend its stalk, rendering it brittle. I'm gonna probably need time to think about that statement. So the Scadutree is the shadow of the Erdtree. It makes sense. It makes complete sense that like once perhaps the Erdtree was created, a shadow was cast. I think I may have guessed that months ago, so it makes sense. Born of dark notions that bear no sense of order, so chaos. So this is like a creation myth that isn't necessarily like, let's say, I mean, we're talking about Catholicism before, not like Genesis per se, where there was like a Garden of Eden or anything like that. This is more like an Egyptian sense of mythology. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of Egyptian motifs in this game, so let's think of it this way. There's like the pantheon of Egyptian gods, right? And their enemy, they have a couple enemies, Set, who is like a trickster god, and Apep, who is like a serpent and sort of the personification of chaos. So every night in Egyptian mythology, I'm going off on a tangent, every night you have the barge. And on this barge, oh my goodness, it's Ra. And that represents, of course, the sun. So like the daytime and when Ra's in the sky. But during the nighttime, what does Ra do when he's not in the sky? Well, he's on a barge. And underneath him is Apep, which is chaos. And every night he goes to battle with Apep, the serpent of chaos, and keeps us safe. And at least that's how the ancient Egyptians believed. So that's cool to think that the shadow isn't necessarily an evil thing, but a chaotic thing. It is the antithesis of order. That twist and bend its stalk, rendering it brittle. So the sunflower is pretty brittle. It's like a dry sunflower. So it's not like fruitful like when you go to Altus Plateau or Leyndell, all the fruitful, beautiful foliage there. Stuff here is she's dry. I hope that makes sense. I really do. But that's my take on upon reading that twice. So I am the logic man. I'm sorry, Sophie. I'm going to steal that and use it forever. And Miquella's Great Rune. Are there Great Runes here? Yes. No, are they? So the Great Rune. Where would I find that? It's interesting how both Greek and Egyptian myths have a dude riding a chariot that function as the sun. Yep. Yes, I swear, like, there are some things I think that, like, really drill themselves into my brain, and when you said, I am the logic man, to talk about, like, mostly Elden Ring lore people who just, like, are like, this person has an extra fingernail, that means they're definitive answers, I am the logic man. So that was the context that Sophie used. I think that's hilarious, like, I was, like, dying laughing. Great Rune of the Unborn. Moog. Where's their Great Rune? Because I know I have Miquella's Great Rune. Where is it? Is it somewhere else? I feel like it would be a key item, but maybe it's not. It's different from those Great Runes. Miquella's is a usable item. Like, imagine just like... you eat it. Sorry, Miquella. You're very pretty, and I wish I was as pretty as you. I am just an imposter, even though I came before that Miquella. I was born a long time before Miquella Elden Ring was born. Oh, here it is. There's their Great Rune. It's destroyed. That is completely tattered. A Great Rune relinquished by Miquella, so it's one of the many things that they left behind. Broken and bereft of its bounty, it remains naught but the power to resist charms. Miquella set off for the tower enshrouded by a shadow, abandoning everything. His golden flesh, his blinding strength, even his fate, as the trailer said. All in an effort to bury the original sin, to embrace the whole of it, and be reborn as a new god. I've had a little too much red wine because I'm gonna cry. So Miquella makes me sad. Miquella is such a complex character and a very morally gray character is how I would consider Miquella to be. Well, thanks, Pastor Muppets. I disagree. I think Mikola is very pretty. I'm thinking like adult Mikola. Like when he grows up and becomes like beautiful and majestic. I'm like, oh, maybe I missed the boat. Because I am 38 años, even though he's older, but he doesn't look older. Embrace the whole. Did I miss something? I mean, sure, Rhino. I will. That, yeah, because it looks destroyed. It actually, like, to me, it looks like a bunch of swords just stuck inside of a charred battleground. That's what that looks like. It's probably just meant to represent a ruin, but that's what it looks like for me. It's very berserk looking. That's a berserk looking item. Yeah, so Mikola is once like known as a very bountiful, like he representing abundance, basically. Set off for the I forget what it's called. Shadowkeep, maybe? The tower Enshrouded by Shadow, or maybe Enter Elm, which I have not been to yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the stream. I'm gonna figure something out because I want to stream just a little longer. I probably won't get into anything long though. And he abandoned everything, which makes me really sad. And this is something. Do you know? Now I know why I was gonna cry. They embraced the whole of it in Be Reborn as a New God, because I think that Mikola realized that him being kind of very pure, like unalloyed, as they were saying, like unalloyed is like another word for a completely pure, unvarnished type of thing. So it's unalloyed gold. Mikola was like unalloyed, like very pure. And I think that Mikola wanted to bury what his mother did, but at the same time embrace the whole of it. Like, I'm gonna just try not to talk about personal matters, but I learned, I'd say in the past couple years, that take a person for all that they are. You know that sometimes a person that you like or love, maybe they'll act up, or maybe they'll act really terribly to you, and you think, oh, that's not them. Part of accepting the reality of your situation is accepting the whole of that person and saying, wait, no, that is part of them. It's not all of them, but it is a part of them. So I have to accept that and react and, act based on that. Like, do I want to be around the whole of that person who has this side of them that doesn't treat you right? You know what I mean? So I think that instead of embracing what's good in the world, which is what his dream was, he's embracing all of it, including like the sins that Marika created, and taking it all on to say, okay, we'll make a world of all of it. But in doing so, he did give away a lot of what made him qualified to do that. So for example, his love, that's something he never should have. I know that that's probably a part of the ritual, but like that's something that he never should have gotten rid of. Like the part of him that was Trina. Like, Trina is truly a beautiful soul. I love Trina a lot. I think about Trina quite often, actually. I think her character design's beautiful. Her entire quest is haunting. And I think the way that Tialie thinks about her leads me to believe that she had the same, like, charming sensibilities that Mikola had. Like, either ability to charm or just being an extremely charming person that people are charmed by. Sometimes that is a good thing. Like, being charmed by a person can be a lovely thing, and sometimes it can be a horrific thing. Being charmed to the point of obsession. So that's Tialie. So I'm going off. These are just my first thoughts my first impression based on what I've just read. So I hope that makes any sort of sense. I've tried very hard to steer clear of like watching things like lore videos that might sway my opinion on things or teach me about these sort of things before I play them in the game. So this is something I'm like not very familiar with. So that's just my first impression of that. It's probably going to be a lasting one because a lot of times like your first impression, sometimes it's right, sometimes it isn't, but that's what I think. Pending other information. This looks like one of the Scadutree shards that you get. So yeah, Mikola, instead of just being like, okay, I'm going to be pure of heart, I'm going to make this world a world of like, I know that he says like a world of compassion. I've seen a little bit of the ending battle. Like, that's like what he originally wanted, and to do that, he wanted to be pure. In doing so, he was a little naive. A lot of people think very naive, and fair. That might be true. Probably true. It's weird. I feel like almost protective of him because I feel like a lot of people misinterpret him or put him to the point where he's just like Griffith. I don't think that that's true. I think that he is purely like morally gray. Made really questionable and regrettable decisions. And it's really like unsettling, very weird things, but like I think that his intentions were, at least in the beginning, throughout the base game, were very good. And then I think that he went down a slippery slope, as real people often do. Sometimes you'll meet a person and you're struck by them and you think that they're wonderful, and then they go down a slippery slope and that you never thought that they would be capable of going. But he's like, I think that he realizes in order to grab power, that's what he's like, I'm gonna do what I have to do. And that's tragic. And that's why I think that of Mikola as like a tragic character. Like, yeah, he did some wrongs. I support trans rights and wrongs, okay? Personally, I think of Mikola as, like, fluid or non-binary. But I think that you could easily fit him under a trans umbrella, especially when considering Trina. That's beautiful to me. That makes me happy. All the Trina fans make me very happy. And that's something I will, like, always, like, I feel fiercely protective of the community, and, like, I always see them first. Time to bail? Maybe. I need some runes. I will get the runes. Yeah! Just like Marika and Radigan, like the two sides of the same god. And I feel like Marika thought of herself as perfect. And she's like, I can't make a good child unless it's just, I'm both of their parents. I wish that we did know more about Mesmer. Mesmer is a really interesting character. How many of these do I need? I'm gonna do 9. I'm gonna do 9. That'll probably give me... That'll give me about what I need. Hopefully. What's your gender? Whatever's funnier for the bit at the... Yes. Legitimately. No, I was thinking about, like, what my gender is, because I'm definitely somewhere in the middle, and it infuriates me more than anyone, because I'm like, what do I tell people? I'm still figuring it out, and I just never... I don't think I'm either of the binary. So I think non-binary is a good... like a good descriptor of it. Like, it's probably the best possible. 10,000. That's more than what I need. Yeah, 7,500. Then I was like, like, do I lean masculine? And I'm like, I don't want to cut my hair. But then I'm like, it doesn't matter. You can be masculine and have long hair. Or like, but then I'm like, people are gonna misinterpret me. I'm like, people misinterpret me anyway. You see why I'm protective of Mikola? I need more than that. I'd need like 30 thou. Let's see if I can grab 40. Sorry, I can't math when I've had 2 substantial glasses of red wine. I'm trying. I'm very much trying. But I was thinking that too. I was like, whatever is funnier right now is my gender. Like, whatever is the funniest to you at this moment is whatever that is, and that's the correct answer. What do I want to do? I'm thinking maybe strength? Because I'm good with pew pew pewing, or left hand pew pew pew. So I'm gonna be like, Dush. Good at stabbing. There we go. Okay, that's me on wine. There's a lot of sludge here too, and you notice my character gets like a little gross when he rolls around in the sludge. Like, this reminds me of Trina a bit too, because she's in the coffin. They call the coffin liqueur. I feel like she is the way she is because her essence melded with the coffin liqueur, and the coffin liqueur kind of like corrupted the essence of her. It made her like the Queen of Sleepy, like being the tired Sleepy. which I respect because I too am the tired sleepy. But made it more poisonous. What do I want to do? Oh, this is something that I was doing. So I was doing the Brow Ruins. I have no clue how to get this thing. Oh my god, sorry, my cat's very happy, and that makes me happy. Even with my very squirrel attention span. So I could do anything. I don't think I'm ready for Egon and Bale. I am not ready for that right now. I'm gonna try to like come down from the experience of being the Scadutree avatar. Right now I'm a little sad about the avatar. I feel like that could have been executed better though. To be honest. But I put the hoe in honest, I guess. Maybe I'll try to find that map fragment. It's probably somewhere. Oh, maybe I'll try to just discover things. Why don't I just run around for a bit and try to discover map fragments and things? Would you like to see the cat again? Wrong. This was not a multiple choice question. He's just grooming himself on his little steppy thing, his platform. I made sure to get a platform that was good for large cats. At one point he was, I think at his heaviest, he was 17 pounds. A pretty substantial cat. So it's due south from here. I don't think it's accessible from this location. But I don't think it's accessible from this location either. I know he was a unit. He was a very big boy, but then he lost a lot of weight. Once he got kidney disease, he lost it really rapidly. Like, there was a point where I was not expecting to stay with my dad for a long time, but I went to visit for a day, and things happened. He almost died, but I was there, thankfully, so he did not die. He is very much alive, and I talked to him today, which is awesome. And yeah, what was the point of what I was saying? Okay, well, he was hospitalized for a while, and I had to stay up in Massachusetts, and because I was supposed to be gone for a day, I didn't take the kitty with me. So I left the kitty with an ex, and he lost a ton of weight, and that made me very, very worried. Maybe I'll go from here instead. But it was, during the time he was, like, very hesitant to eat. He's definitely, like, my little guy. And then I think during that time maybe was when he got the kidney disease. But now he is usually teeters between 11 and 12 pounds, which is pretty normal. I feel like he should be like 14 pounds though. So like 11 or 12 pounds seems underweight for him because he's a real big boy. Like 14 and 15 pounds for him seemed like what was healthiest. I miss him being a big boy. I miss him eating exuberantly. Because it just meant he was in good health, and I knew something was wrong when he started to lose weight. Because I'm like, that is not the way my cat normally is. So I took him to the vet. I think it took like the 4th time I went to the vet was the time he finally got a diagnosis. So don't give up. If you are looking for a diagnosis, do not give up. It was due east. Can it be accessible from here? I don't think it can. Where is this thing? Oh dear. I was just thinking about Alan Wake. Alan Wake feels like an inaccessible thing to me right now. Because I was thinking about the Oh Dear Diner from Alan Wake. And like, I just have been wanting to play Alan Wake 2 for like 2 years now. Will it happen? I don't know. But I wanted to. I think after Elden Ring, like taking a little break, I may not be able to play live for a couple of weeks because I'm actually going to Georgia for a little bit and seeing some friends and going to a convention. Sorry, digestion. For the first time in like, I haven't like actually stepped foot in a convention grounds. Like I went to see my local convention does a really cool fire show. I think I went there in like 2018 or 2019, but it was just for the fire show, so I don't count it. But the last time I actually set foot inside of a convention center to go to the convention was in like 2017. So I'm gonna go again. Yes, international best-selling author Alan Wake. Absolutely. No, I think about him a lot, especially since now I've finally seen maybe I'll leave this for later because I have no clue how to get there. I do not have a single clue. Wait, maybe it's the Rivermouth Cave? I don't know. Let's try it. I don't know. Just a Hail Mary. I'm just gonna be wandering around for the rest of the stream. But I watched Twin Peaks up to about the first half of the second season, and that's when people start saying that it gets to be just not so good. Even I told my dad that I was watching it, and he watched it, but he didn't enjoy it. At least he's like, the first season was good, and he's like, the second, not so much. And I agreed, and he was like, because then I told him that I watched it, he was like, eh. And I was like, second season's really weird. I don't know if I'm a fan of it. And he's like, right. So you could tell, like, in 1990, that man was like, I don't know if I like it. And he's been waiting since 1990 to say that perhaps he's not the biggest fan of season 2 of Twin Peaks. Oh, good night, Inspector. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks for the good work on the sunflower. I'm very relieved. I feel relieved that that sunflower is defeated. Do I have to friggin' do the Rivermouth Cave in order to do... Did I do the Rivermouth Cave? I don't know. Maybe this is not the right place for me. So I know that there's all this, and this is like a spooky I know this is like a spooky area. I actually know barely anything about Midra. I know Midra is one of the bosses. Midra has something to do with Frenzy. And this is real spooky, and that's like all I know, which I love. I know that you can get here through like just a normal waypoint, but now I forget which one. It might be, oh, is it this one? I don't know. I'm just gonna wander around. I hope you guys don't mind. Still need to beat Alan Wake 2? Cool, you're close to the end again. That's awesome. That's really exciting. The Mac fragment for Rao is really tricky because it's from a place you wouldn't expect. You know what? I would love that, Frankie. That would be... I'd appreciate that a lot. I may or may not look at it on my own. I always think... I get ambitious and I'm like, maybe I'll do this on my own. And then I don't. Another long game that I'm playing. Am I connected to something? I sure am. I need to not... Oh no, that's connected to something. Hold on, I'm trying to show you guys my Steam Deck. But I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 on the Steam Deck, which is like one of my favorite things ever. I only use it to play Baldur's Gate. I have Real Mist Masterpiece Edition because I played that on my PC a while ago. And I have Riven, the new Riven, which I absolutely need to play, but I'm a little scared of, I'm intimidated by Riven, the sequel, the Riven, the sequel to Mist remake. I think it's 2024 remake. Hi, Jay! Oh, thanks for dropping in. I'm glad. I got slapped around for quite a while by a sunflower, and now I have defeated the sunflower, and now I'm sad. So I'm wandering around trying to find map fragments. Is this the area that I needed to be? So, what is this gonna be? I know that it, like, you have to go... Wait, is it the river? You know, I'm just gonna wander around. Again, apologies for not knowing at all where I'm going. So I've been very loosely following Aegon of Asora's playthrough. And I know he, like, just beat the game, and I'm like, oh, Aegon beat me! He beat me to it. I'm very happy for Aegon. I couldn't watch his last few. I watched a few of them that I'd been through, but I think he was playing the Scadutree avatar, which was actually reminding me that I needed to do it. I know. All your resentment lingers yet. The raw stuff from which I shall surely forge. A curse upon the dastard Mesmer's head, upon Maricus' children each and all. Yeah, this is a horn scent. Which, you know what? Deserved. Mesmer's another one, like, I don't know, should I say it? I don't know if I should say it, but a lot of people like Mesmer, but that's because Mesmer's like a cool character. Like, he's a cool dude. But, like, he's also a genocide guy? How else do I say that? I can't say that in a way that, like, doesn't piss a single person off, but, like, it's the truth. I think I do need to be, like, down here somewhere. Maybe. Let's try the downstream. Let's see. Let's hear. Thanks, Sophie! But, like, he's also, like, beloved, despite what he did, and it's like, is it because he's, like, a pretty guy? Like, and he's not, like, feminine? It makes me mad. This is what happens when I have wine. Oh my goodness, sorry. The cat's very cute, so you're gonna have to see him again. You see him? Psst, psst, psst. Hi! Oh, baby. See, look at his tail. Look how happy he is. He's very curious. I'm gonna give him his little head a pet. Oh, Bob. Hi, baby. Yeah, happy boy. He's frisky. Oh, that's a weird angle. You can see my pants. It's racy. Sorry. Alright, is this where I need to be? I have no idea. I watched a video not long ago. If this is not it, I will find some kind of tutorial, maybe. This, I know that you have to go into some kind of body of water to get to that map fragment. It is not self-explanatory, but it's possible. It just happens to be something I missed. Oh, look, another ghost. I'm gonna talk to him. I mean, even Mesmer was cursing his mother. Like, I feel a little, well, no, I don't really feel bad for Mesmer, but I think Mesmer is very interesting because he basically took the heat for his mother and did some horrible stuff, all so that his mother wouldn't take the heat for it, and then he got sealed away forever. Which is sad. Like Lawrence. He deserved it, but it was tragic. I was once told a coffin could convey its passenger upon a gentle cruise to the velvet garden of deepest purple. Oh, to slumber in such a paradise. Oh, you're a Trina enthusiast too, aren't you? Oh. You weirdo! Am I going to where I need to be? I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out, maybe. Or maybe I won't. I'm very grateful that this game won Game of the Year because the horsey can double jump. I think that is the proof, all the proof that anyone needs that this is a Game of the Year material for 2022 and not 2025. Where am I going? I need to get down, like, here. This is a pillar. This is a terminus. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Or I won't. I don't know. I'm gonna wander. Yeah, I'm hearing good things about Expedition 33. I have not played it because obviously I'm still playing these games that I've been playing for years of my life. I'm trying to not shame myself for taking a long time playing them and instead just kind of enjoying the time that I am taking with it. The Expedition 33, I hear excellent things about it being like a turn-based RPG. Pretty much, very much beloved, especially by like Final Fantasy fans, which I think is a really exciting thing. Have not played it myself, but I just think that's very exciting, and I support it for just purely for that. I don't know. I feel like I'm behind on other releases from this year. I know that the Oblivion remake is I don't know if that would be up for Game of the Year because, I mean, Oblivion won Game of the Year in 2006. Was it 2006? Yeah, I think it was. I started playing it in 2008, so that's why I get the years kind of mixed up. Okay, so this kind of just brings you to the Cerulean Coast. This is such a beautiful place. I think I'm gonna go and sit down, one, because my feet are hurting, and look up how to... Oh, my knees. My knees hurt. God, so many appendages that are in pain. It's unfair. Life is unfair. Okay. Hold on, I think I am going to just search very quickly. Apologies, but I just don't know where I am and where to go. But I think it is a place that I've explored. It's just like a corner I haven't explored yet. Go to YouTube. All maps. There was a particular person, you know what, I can shout them out right now. I'm probably gonna put this down. There's a particular tutorial I really liked. Okay, it's by Philly Beats Games. And they have just a great, really helpful video about how to find all the map fragments. So, there are ruins. Oh, okay. That's what Frankie just sent me. Some activity is going on outside of my apartment. I don't know what it is. As long as it's not going on in my apartment, I'm pretty content. Is that you have to go to a place called Morth Ruins? Abyssal Woods, I think... Do I have to go through that dungeon? Do I? Maybe I don't. Okay, Dark Lake Catacombs, so maybe I do need to do that. Okay. So there is an area. So there's the Morth Ruins. Where is that? Sorry, I'm trying very hard. Morth Ruins. Morth Ruins. This is the Scorched Ruins. Hello, buddy. You're a happy boy. How are you doing? Probably trying to find places to snug. Where are the Morth Ruins? Is it here? No, it's Castle Ensis. Oh my god, I feel like it's been forever since I even played Castle Ensis. Okay, Morth Ruins! There it is! What do you guys think about Game of the Year for this year? Do you have any games that you like want to win or think are contenders to win? Because I often think that your favorite thing may not necessarily be like the thing that wins the awards. And that's okay. Okay. So we're loading. So this individual goes to Morth Ruins. What direction does he head? He heads northeast from Morth Ruins. Okay. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land. And he follows a path northeast. Okay, let me see if I can just follow that path. Hopefully that is enough for me to follow. I finally took screen caps that I could use for announcing my stream. I used to only use my own screen caps. I was so good with that, and now sometimes I'll just find things on Google. They're just not the best way of going about it. It was northeast, I think. I think Expedition 33 has a high chance. I also heard lots of good things for Split Fiction and Blueprints. I'm so behind. I only really know about Expedition 33. And really only because, like, I have, like, the people that I tend to follow are, like, the RPG fans. I'm truly at a loss. Yeah, I haven't played any of them. There was like a body of water that this person crossed. This might have been it. Yes, I think this is it. Is there some kind of... Oh, there's this person. Okay. Neat. So I think this is the way. Yay, a Scadutree fragment. Oh, amazing. And we got Oblivion Remaster. And next one is Night Rain. Yes, it's coming out really soon. Night Rain, honestly, like, Frankie, I'm so appreciative. Like, Frankie gave me a Night Rain, like a code to play the network test. And, like, it stinks because I was having, like, a chronic health flare-up that week, and I was getting some medical stuff done, so I couldn't take any anti-inflammatories. And oh, that was a rough weekend health-wise. I was like in bed in pain, and I was like, all I want to do right now is play this goddamn video game. But I got to play a few rounds, but not nearly as much as I wanted to. But it just a really, really unfortunate timing as far as like health stuff. Because normally, like, I can manage chronic pain. I wouldn't say well, but like as much as is reasonable with a certain like mixture of different painkillers, and like I feel like I've become immune to acetaminophen, which is like Tylenol, which really stinks because I could not take like anything but that. So Heal from Afar, an Erdtree incantation discovered in the realm of shadow. Fires a projectile toward distant allies that greatly restores HP on contact. Even from far beyond, far out of sight, the Erdtree will surely give us a blessing. That's interesting that and this is like an Erdtree sapling. Yeah, I think Oblivion Remaster might be the next game that I buy. The $50 price tag is the only thing that's stopping me right now, because like right now I'm living, just in general, pretty hand to mouth. So like I have to really think about the potential of purchases that I make. So that will... Oh, so... Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out mentally. Is this back where I came before? Yes, it is. Okay. Evil flowers. They do not take kindly to me being there. Alright, so I need to go up here. Up toward the sky. Why is it always poison? Lake. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. Bog required ahead. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm gonna like look at all the messages here. Why is it always poison? No introspection ahead. Introspection. Oh, introspection. All the more, behold, introspection. What is it with introspection? Why do I need to think? Introspection? I don't understand. I'm gonna rate it good though, because it's funny. Why is it always poison? No introspection. So just like dive in is what... Oh, okay. Yeah, I know those birds are kind of weak against magic. Wow, that was like an insta-poison. It was like, I'm offended at you being here. So Frankie, have you gotten to play Oblivion Remastered? How are you liking it so far? I think that'll be my next game once I beat Baldur's Gate 3. I am so close to beating it, even though it's like, I say it's close, but it's going to still take me a while. So right now, I played a little bit earlier today. I just finished the Hag mission. So the Act 3 Auntie Ethel defeat the hag type of mission. I saved Vonra, which is the child from Auntie Ethel, who is an evil hag who steals children. I saved her, reunited her with her mom on Mother's Day, which is grand. So that's what I did today, actually. Because the internet is a very strange place now, so I'm trying to actually not stay off of it, because, like, it's strange because I like the internet. But it has become an unfamiliar place from what I'm used to, which is like a happy little escape. And it's becoming something so much more sinister. I don't have a lot of Starlight Shards, so maybe I won't go that route. But I'm trying to be like, okay, what can I do that's maybe not scrolling on the internet? So I've been trying, and today is like, as you all know, kind of a sad day because it's Mother's Day. So I went to the gym, and I was like, I'm gonna go early, but I was like, well, I have enough time. I really wanted to get desserts and coffee yesterday, and I didn't get to. So I got a cannoli, which was delicious, and a chai latte. So good. This is at a local place. So I sat down and I read everything closes early on Sunday. I got there at like 4:30 and it closes at, what, 5? So I read a little bit of my book, had a delicious cannoli, had some tea, and then I was like, well, and I was dressed to go to the gym, but I was like, you know what? I have a little time. Ominous stuff, because I always go like an hour before closing and then I rush my workout, and I was like, oh, I have so much time. I'm gonna go to Marshall's and return the swimsuit that I got, because for some reason the straps had these like really thick straps that didn't like stretch at all, so I returned that. But then I went shopping. Ended up getting to the gym an hour before close as per usual. You're doing the Mage Guild quest! Oh, that's so fun! I finished it the other day. Oh my god, okay, sorry, I missed that because I've been rambling. Immediately started the Dark Brotherhood quest line. I finished the other day and did not like a censor they made to a particular part. Other than that, it's good. I actually never did the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion. I was always kind of just... I hate like the thought of assassinating a good person. So I never did Dark Brotherhood. But I know that they're kind of funny. Especially in Oblivion, like everything's funny. Doing the Mage Guild, which I always avoided. Yes, that's the thing. I didn't do the Mage Guild the first time I played. The first time I played, I ended up not finishing because I overloaded it with mods. And then my game crashed forever. And I had gotten, like, I don't know, maybe halfway through the game, so I was like, I'm not doing those Oblivion gates again. And then I think it was 5 years later, I was like, you know, I miss Oblivion. So I got the Xbox 360 version, which you cannot mod. And I'm like, this is what will make me beat it. And I was jobless for like a month. And so in my jobless month, I beat it. Yay, thank you, Mr. or Ms. Forager Brood. And a pearlescent scale. Oh my god, you are so nice. Thank you. You finished the arena quests! Oh my god! You were the champion of the arena! I'm so jealous. Ooh, it was a cream cannoli in this case. It was good. There is an authentic... Oh, I don't want to say the name of it. I would say the name, but there's an authentic Italian place. It's like an Italian market that also has an espresso, a great espresso bar, and a really wonderful, I wouldn't say restaurant, but you can like, it's like a deli, but you can get like food that they make fresh for you there. Oh, it's so good. The area I am it is not particularly Italian, so it's really nice that we have that. So I come from Boston, which, as far as America is concerned, one of the more Italian areas of the United States. So I'm used to having, like, access to, like, really delicious, like, at least as far as Italian-American goes, like, Italian-American food. But their cannolis, my point is that their cannolis are probably the best in the area. But I went to a place that it says it's a sweets place, which it is, but they also do sandwiches and all types of coffees and teas. Did I need to do that? I don't think so. Yeah, cream cannoli. They did have chocolate chips in it. Regular casing. They did have chocolate cannolis, though. I just didn't feel like it today. Normally, if you were to ask me chocolate or vanilla, I would say chocolate. But cannoli, I just wanted, like, the plain cream. Which is delicious. Nice and light and good. I think the next, I've gotten back into baking. I was into baking for a little bit, and then I immediately gained 10 pounds. I was like, oh, I need to stop being into baking. But since I moved, I was like, oh, I should bake again. At least a little bit. Like, maybe not as often as I used to. The worst part of it is, like, I have gotten back into it, but I'm only feeding myself, so it's really hard to do it. But my next thing that I would like to make is chocolate raspberry cupcakes. So chocolate cupcakes with like a raspberry buttercream. It is my ambition to cheat a little, in which I'm scared of making buttercream because I do not have a stand mixer. I want a stand mixer, but they're like $450. I'm like, oh. I'll have to like hold out my hands and be like, please, donations for a stand mixer. But that's why I'm afraid to make buttercream, because I do not have that, and you have to like beat the cream for a while. But my local grocery store sells buttercream that they just make in their bakery, which is lovely. I plan on trying to make a raspberry jam and adding it to make base to make raspberry buttercream. There it is. Why would they make a decision like this? This is the first floor of Rao Ruins. Yeah, like I've been craving like chocolate raspberry type things, and it's hard to find, at least in my area, like chocolate raspberry cakes and cupcakes and things. So that's the next thing I plan on making. Is like I got like a cupcake tray, and I've been splitting recipes in halves or in thirds, so it makes me a small batch that I can have. That's not like an excessive amount of baked goods, because like why would I bake an entire cake for myself? I mean, I could. I would say I would do it for my birthday, but I'm planning on going to Morocco for my birthday. Because that's like, it's kind of a bucket list trip. The way that I've planned it, I've planned barely any of the trip. So I'm a little scared. I'm like, whoa, it's gonna be so expensive. But the way I've planned it is like, I fly over and I'll be in Spain on my birthday. Have a stopover in Spain and then Morocco. So that's the plan. But otherwise I'd be baking a cake for myself. Oh, it's amazing remastered? Oh my goodness, I'm sure that Patrick Stewart's voice sounds awesome. That was one thing that really made me feel like gaming was going somewhere, because gaming was always this thing that like, I was a little kid in like the 90s, like in the 80s I was born, but I was a little kid in the 90s, like barely remember the 80s. Like I remembered like a little bit of 1989. But video gaming at that time was like, the adults in my life were like, that's gonna rot your brain! That's not good for you! Games are bad! It was not the industry as we know it today, by any means. So seeing Oblivion get, like, Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean, who, I was a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I'm like, Sean frickin' Bean is playing Martin Septim, and then Patrick Stewart, it's a smaller role, but of course he knocks it out of the park because he is Patrick Stewart. It's Emperor Uriel Septim, who you meet at the very beginning of the game. And like hearing his voice and being like, close shut the doors of Oblivion, I was like, that was a true gaming moment for me. It was a true gamer moment. Yeah, being a gamer back then, I don't know. It's weird because it was did I say stigmata? Oh my god. So, stigma. There was a stigma for playing games at the time, even though, like, I was, like, a child at that time. Like, of course a child would want to play games. Like, I don't understand it. But then, I think that when it did become mainstream, you know, at what cost? Because the gaming space has become kind of hostile lately. I don't know how to feel about that, because like as I was kind of saying about the internet before, The internet used to be like my place to escape. So knowing now that it's become a very toxic, like the gaming space has become very toxic and unwelcome, the internet's become very toxic and unwelcome, that makes me sad. Because it used to be like the place for nerds to just go and meet like-minded folk and have fun. And now the nerds are not what nerds once were. Nerds were once like delightful, smart, well-meaning people who are just like good with computers. Maybe didn't have much of a fashion sense. And I identified with nerds and geeks and I really loved all of it. But now I'm like, oh no, we're the bullies, the apex predators that were keeping the ecosystem? We're like protecting the ecosystem all along? I don't know. But gaming too, like, I've had a different relationship to gaming. Ugh. Wow, that was timing. But like, I've been trying to get back to the core of like what I like about gaming, which is just playing video games. So that's been like my aim for quite a while. We need a purge, call Mesmer. Oh no. But I know that, like, I'm very fortunate in that, like, I was wondering, like, am I happy that I have a small audience? And in the end, I think I am. Because you guys are all great. And you guys, like, even if I say something so dumb, you guys, like, understand me and you're very kind and forgiving to me, I think. And, like, I would take that over having like a big audience where people maybe harass me or say things that like would maybe try to drive me out of the gaming space. Because like I was thinking especially recently, I'm like, you know what, I am pretty sensitive, I think, as a person. I try to be like F the man, and I am, but at the same time, like, that doesn't mean that I don't get sensitive and I don't have sadness and pain and things like that and don't get affected by what people say. But it makes me glad to know that of all the people that, like, you know, me streaming and stuff like that, that I have people like you guys watching, because you guys are all, like, really kind and good, and, like, if I say something so dumb, like, I hope that, if it's really dumb, I hope that you guys would be like, hey, that was kind of dumb. But otherwise, you guys just kind of laugh at stuff. And I like that. Your good humor, you seem like good and normal people. And I just wanted to say that I appreciate that, and it's something I think about. Oh, is this the Patrick Stewart? I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years I have never been the ruler of my own dreams. I remember how he said it. But yes, if you've never played Oblivion, like, there are a couple people, I think, on Twitter that were like, I've never played Oblivion, should I play the remaster? And I've never played the remaster, but I'm like, you should play Oblivion. You should absolutely play Oblivion. There are things I don't like about Oblivion. Namely, just, honestly, the Oblivion gates get so repetitive after a while. I think you have to do 24 of them before you beat the game. What I did to manage that was... What did I do to manage that? I would do, like, a set of side quests. Like, so for example, I would do, like, the Mages Guild. And then I was like, once I was done with the Mages Guild, I was so done. I was like, I don't feel like doing the Mages Guild or, like, another quest. But what I do feel like doing, like, maybe I'll just pop out, like, 3 Oblivion gates next. So I popped out 3 Oblivion gates. And then I'm like, okay, Fighters Guild. There's something going on. There's a special DVD on Xbox 360. Yes, I think I have that. That had the making of Oblivion. Patrick Stewart was very interested in the lore, even if his lore was brief. Yes. I think I might have that, because I do have the Xbox 360 version of it. And I played the PC version, which is the one that got destroyed. Taylu's Ruined Fjord. this is a dumb idea, but I think I will refresh here. I'm wandering around. I'm trying to find that map fragment. I think what I'll do... not a beacon. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to find... There it is. I try to mark down dungeons I have not done. So there we go. There are a bunch of dungeons I haven't done in the Shadow of the Erdtree. One of these days I'm gonna have to just do it, like, get it over with. But like, oh, it kinda sinks. I don't really like, I think I got dungeoned out during Elden Ring. The level scaling is still there, but they redid a bit of the leveling to be more like Skyrim's. What do you feel about that, the Freeman? Do you like it or do you not like it? I remember seeing, I think it was Bethesda's it might have been Bethesda's documentary about Oblivion, or it might have been about Morrowind, I'm not sure. I am far up. So Misbegotten is here. I think it was praying, or talking to this Misbegotten. These dungeons, yeah, these dungeons are like Oblivion gates. There's a scarab somewhere over here. I can hear it. Yeah, Oblivion gates, like, once you've done one, you've kind of done them all. Maybe controversial opinion, maybe not. But that's what I think about them, like, you do the one in Kvatch, which feels great. Like, the ones that I remember are, like, the one in Kvatch and the one at, like, the end of the game where you get to, like, hang out, like, you get to be, like, afterward you get to see Martin Septim. Oh, am I back? Am I back? Oh, exciting stuff. I think I might be back. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like I'm celebrating on the screen. Okay, cool. Looks like we're back. Yay! So, for some reason, my Wi-Fi, I probably need a new router. It's gotten to the point where it definitely loses internet sometimes, and I'll lose it for like a few minutes. We are so back. Boop. He's annoyed. He is annoyed with me. He's gonna try to bite. Yep, there he goes. Okay. I kind of let him. I'm sorry, kitty. Okay, so, yeah. So I think my goal... Hello, kitty. Don't be fooled. This is so that he can bite me. Let's just try to speed run over to the map fragment. But first I will push my luck with the kitty. I am far from the map fragment. Let's just wander. A lot of Misbegotten here. Why is it always up? Ah! You're gonna make me miss the scarab. For a smithing 2. I'm gonna lose my life for a smithing 2. That's what I get, I suppose. Okay, so this is the Rao base. So I'm just gonna try to make a beeline straight over to the map fragment. Oh, now Mr. Kitty is sleepy. Sleepy from all those attacks. He was trying to bite me. So usually this means, if he puts a little paw on me, it means he's trying to bite. The Mythic Dawn didn't like us talking about Oblivion. No, it did not. Oh my god, imagine a Mythic Dawn with the internet. No. I remember when Oblivion came out, it was around the time that Snuggies got popular. So if you're not familiar, if you're a little too young, Snuggies are like, how do you, it's like a bathrobe that you put on backwards so that you have arms and you can like read a book or use your laptop or use your phone. Oh, hello there. Do I bother? I'm trying so hard to get this dumb item. Ah! Oh, all of that effort for that. But that was when the Snuggies got popular, and so the Mythic Dawn wear these like maroon robes that remind me of Snuggies. So my friend, I think he bought a Snuggie when Oblivion was new, and he came over and he started like chanting as if he was a part of the Mythic Dawn. It was so funny. Oh god, oh lord, he coming! Oh no, I didn't get the stagger! Ah! I'm trying to do something. Okay, I defeated this tower dude. Oh, hello. Rude, that's so mean. You're so tall. Like, I am so small. This is like a David and Goliath situation. So mean. Like, I'm just a little guy. I'm just gonna lie down. Some regrets. I forget who it was that told me that their friend got a tattoo saying some regrets, which I think is hilarious personally. So I think about that a lot, like, some regrets. So that's how I feel about this battle. Some regrets. No regrets! Regrets! But I like that. Some regrets. What direction? So, southwest? There it is, yep. So I will always associate, like, the point of what I was saying earlier, so I will always associate the Mythic Dawn robes with, like, a Snuggie. The cult robes. Some regrets. Oh my god. Oh my... what were they thinking? What were they thinking putting the map fragment in such a location? Thank you. Have I already been here? Have I already been here? I will cry and shit. I will actually poo. If I've been close to here and I just didn't happen to go. No, this is somewhere different. I'm gonna convince myself of that, even if it's not true. This is just myth me years from now. Like, honestly, if you come over with some Snuggies and, like, pretend that you're the Mythic Dawn, I will still think it is the funniest thing ever. Like, this happened in, like, 2006 or 8, around that time. And I still, to this day, think it's funny. Honestly, that's pretty successful for 2000s humor, because a lot of that is not good anymore. Which is, honestly, for the best. But that sort of 2000s humor, mwah, perfection. There is a Mountain Dew Snuggie. Is there a Baja Blast Snuggie? I will buy that. A Daedra cult, more likely than you know. We will awaken Mehrunes Dagon. I used to be so scared of the Mythic Dawn when I was younger. I was so scared of that one quest where you had to, like, give them all your gear and your clothes. I think I went into that one, I was, like, not trusting, because you can get it back. You just have to, like, remember to take a few steps, but I was so scared. So I think I just went in there naked, and I'm like, alright, Mythic Dawn. I left it all in my Cheydinhal house, because my Cheydinhal house was my favorite. I had a mod in my original version that was like a house in Anvil on the water. It was wonderful, but my, you know, 2006, 7, 8 era PC, which is a laptop, it did not handle that house well. It was like the jankiest mess. But I loved it. But it ruined my game forever. There is a Baja Blast Snuggie? Who sells it? Is it a Hot Topic? Because I would love them for that. Speaking of houses, I found Frostcrag Spire. Which was that again? Because all I remember is, like, having the Cheydinhal house, and that was my favorite of all the houses. It is Hot Topic! Of course it is! I've been seeing some posts on Twitter about mall drag and how some people don't like it. I love it. Like, I love, like, a mall goth or, like, a drag queen dressed in, like, stuff that they got from the mall. Like, that's, like, that is the essence of it for me, because it means that you don't have to be rich or have, like, elaborate stuff to do drag or be goth. Like, goth is, like, a music subculture, so, like, to be goth, you just have to listen to the music. But I feel like aesthetics are kind of part of it too. Like, there's a certain specific aesthetic when you close your eyes and think of goth, like, you will think of that aesthetic. So I think aesthetic is, like, perhaps part of it, but music is, like, the main thing. Like, imagine saying you're a punk and you don't listen to punk. Like, that would just be silly. Some people try to do that. They're like, oh, this thing's punk. And then, like, these were a certain group of bigots. And people were like, they were like, this, actually, it's punk to not like this group of extremely marginalized people. And someone was like, what is your favorite punk song? And they're like, I don't listen to punk. And I'm like, okay, you dummy. You proved your own point. You don't even listen to the music. So it's not punk, you're not punk, and you can't be punk if you're discriminating against people. That's, like, antithetical to what punk is. Punk is like saying stick it to the man. and listening to the music or the subsets, like, so you can listen to like Sex Pistols and Ramones, or I will perhaps be controversial and say you can listen to pop punk, you can listen to Green Day or Fall Out Boy. You know, that's the sort of punk I like. I liked the Ramones when I was growing up, but I think, and it took me a really long time to get into pop punk. That is a recent development for me. Recent meaning like 10 years ago. But pop punk really came into being, I think Green Day really pioneered it. I know that there was more than that. Like there were like emos going on from the 80s and things like that. Emo is slightly different from pop punk, but a lot of it is in emo bracket. I don't know how to get up there. Oh yeah, like that's the thing, like especially in a time where there's like fast fashion. Like fast fashion is really, it's popular and it scares me because it just ends up in a landfill to be rotting in the earth forever, which I think is horrible. But I think there's like a delicate balance to be made between like, yeah, shop at Hot Topic because like maybe you can't afford designer and that's okay. I think the main thing is finding clothing that you like and wearing it as much as you like it. So you know how some people are into claiming that they only wear things one time? Don't do that. Just don't do that. Instead, wear things that you like multiple times. Like, even if you have, say, like, a budget that only can afford fast fashion, like, wear that clothing as much as you can. It's not very good quality clothing, but, like, wear it as much as you can. And then that makes it worth it. I don't know how to get up here. Yep, I agree. I love Green Day. I'm grateful for Green Day for a lot of things. And they're still relevant to this day. Have you guys listened to the, I think, new album? I think it came out last year? Maybe even the year before? But there's a few songs on it that are really, really good. I keep forgetting what the name of the song is. But it's talking about them, like, saying that they were sober, but now they're drunk again. I forgot the name of it. I could, like, sing it, but I don't want to. Too embarrassed to sing it. But it's a really good song. And then there's Bobby Socks, which I absolutely freaking love. And it is, like, a bisexual anthem. It is, and it's a beautiful little song. I really love it. So if you have not heard the song called Bobby Socks, like socks as in S-O-X, like the White Sox or the Red Sox, listen to Bobby Socks. Do yourself a favor. It's a damn good song, and it's very wholesome and like loving. Yes, I think that was it. I listened to it last year. I gave it a good listen in the car. I need to listen to it again, but I've heard a few of the songs on the radio because I listen to a particular alternate radio station and I love it. Like my little alternate rock radio station in my area is actually like, it only works unless you're doing it digitally. It only works in the peninsula that I live in, which is a very small peninsula, and it's like a legendary alternate rock station. Pierce the Veil did a free concert in the area and they credited the station as for getting them to #1 for alternate rock radio for the first time in their pretty long career. How do I get there? I don't know. I've been at this for 2 hours, so I'm thinking of stopping soonish. But I want to get in here. I have no clue. We're talking about the mid-2000s with Green Day and Oblivion. Oh my god, you're right. I feel kind of like I'm a time traveler from that time because I feel like I got kind of stunted around that time. And I stopped, like, having a... I don't know. Like, part of my life kind of was put on pause at that time, and I'm just kind of now rediscovering certain things, which I have very mixed feelings about. Not the most positive feelings, but I'm trying. But you know, again, Green Day I think is in part relevant because one, they have that new album, in part because they, so story time, there were fights on the internet about who should have headlined Coachella. Should it have been Charlie XCX or should it have been Green Day? Green Day played after Charlie XCX. So people were like, oh yeah, Green Day was the one who headlined that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A grace. Maybe I was just looking in the wrong spot all along. But the thing is, neither of them headlined. The person that headlined that day was none other than Travis Scott, but no one talks about his performance because I didn't stay up late enough for it, but apparently it was not that remarkable. But Charlie's was great. I watched Charlie's. I did watch Green Day. Both were excellent. I'm just like, this is a silly argument because in the end, they're both great bands. One is more like, I'd say Charlie is more immediately current because the Brat album really topped the charts. She had a great year last year. But I think that Green Day is like a legacy band that has cultural levels of importance. So in terms of like who I think should have played later, I'd say Green Day, but narrowly, because I think that if you were to put Charlie XCX in a headliner role, I would still completely agree. I saw Charlie live. She was freaking amazing, and I loved it. It was truly an experience. I went to the Sweat Tour, and it was awesome, and I loved it. Oh, I heard that, the Freeman. That's really exciting. Yeah, I think it is because we were talking about Oblivion, and, like, I have very fond memories of that, like, particular time. It was a time when, like, I thought that things were really looking up for me, so, like, I was very happy during that, like, pocket of time. So when things like Oblivion come back, like, it just reminds me of, like, a time where I was quite happy. Which, hey, that's a good thing. Do I want to go back? No, I want to go forward, but I'm a little afraid of, like, how the political climate is right now. It's really a shame how how the cookie has crumbled. I'm gonna need to smack this rock. We got tricked into buying Skyrim again. How many times was this? Time for horse. Dung. Look at that. Somewhere a spirit spring has been unsealed. Well, you know what? I have the finest goods and lowest prices in all of Cyrodiil. One thing I love about Oblivion is that I think there were, 12 voice actors and actresses for the entire game. And there are so many voice lines in it. That makes me real happy. Because that makes for some really funny results. They were trying to squeeze value out of every single actor there. They were doing the best they could with the resources they had. And the voices are so good. Some of them are, like, kind of hammy, but I, like, love that. Like, stop! In the name of the law! In the remastered, there are a few new voice actors. Some of them are still funny. They tried to keep the good. Because, like, that's the thing about Oblivion. The charm of it is in its imperfection. I love that it's, like, a deeply imperfect game. And a game where you know that they were trying to, like, stretch so much out of the resources that they have. And they created something truly charming. Oh, Wes Johnson is amazing. He's kind of the one I was referring to. He was like everybody, and how many roles did he do in Oblivion? Probably dozens. Isn't Oblivion the game where they record all the lines in alphabetical order? Probably. One thing that makes me laugh every single time is there's a few times where, like, there would be beggars, and there'd be, like, maybe, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 different people playing beggars, right? And then sometimes they would mess up, like there'd be one voice actor for half of the conversation and then another voice actor for the other half. Let me try this dungeon and then cap it for the night. But it'd be like, have a coin for an old beggar, and then you give them a coin and it's like, thank you, kind lady. Like hysterical stuff. Okay, what am I seeing here? I'm only here to like hang out and talk about Oblivion. Red Bear. I like a bear. This game really said gay rights. Between Mikola and Radon, there's a bear. There's bear magic! So that must be a roar that like terrifies you. Oh my god, that's cool! Goodbye, Red Bear. That was fun. You will be missed. That's true. Elden Ring really said gay rights and gay wrongs. Oh my god, do I get to be a bear? Ah, let's read more about this individual. I'm happy that the Scadutree avatar is defeated because now I can just have fun in this game. Chest armor of Red Bear, whose name is lost to madness. A vest reinforced with iron rivets. After killing the great Red Bear in a blood-soaked bout, he became fascinated by the untamed glory of its naked strength. I wish to be a bear. No more and no less. We respect that. I respect a bear. Love that. Praise the armament, and then behold armor. Am I humiliating myself? Maybe. 'Cause sometimes you can like open a secret door. Oh, okay. So it's just the mausoleum with Mr. Bear. Oh, Wes Johnson is the announcer for the Washington Capitals. Really? Oh my god, it's like you're fighting in the Imperial City Arena. I'm gonna have to watch a game then. I love that. In recent years, I've seen more of the charm of sports. Mainly because, like, I mean, we had a hurricane that blew off the roof of our baseball stadium. Unfortunately, it's still gone. I'm gonna see if there's a Grace around here and then probably stop for the night, but... because it's raining, looks cold. But I grew up in Boston, so we had Fenway Park, but the tickets were kind of so expensive that it was inaccessible to me. Whereas at this other place, like, people don't usually go to these games because it's the area that I live in has like a few different cities inside of it. And it's not, the name of it seems like one of the cities, but it's in a different city in the area. And what I mean to say is, like, it's in my city, so I would often go and get a $10 ticket to a baseball game and go watch and just kind of enjoy it. And I'm like, you know what, this is really fun. I like this. I would definitely say I'm a casual fan of, like, anything that I'm in, but I'm also, like, because I was born and raised in Boston, I'm gonna have knowledge of certain teams and biases toward and against certain teams as well. I already said them. So of course I will always have a fondness for the Red Sox. winning or losing, whether they're a winning or losing team, I will have a fondness for them forever. Okay, so I'm looking upon the ruins up there. The fact that this is disjointed, I don't agree with it. Oh yeah, and the Celtics too, of course. Hell yeah. We recently had like some really good years with the Celtics. Like, they were another team where they were not one of our winning teams for a while, and then last year they won. They took it all home. And that's awesome. Bruins are another one, and of course the Patriots. The Sox were going through a slump period. They did a documentary on Netflix, which I definitely recommend. I think it's called... Oh my god, I forget what it's called. But it's like a Red Sox documentary, and I'm sure you can just search for it from that. I loved it. I think it's really good. It's about how they were trying something different with the team, and they're trying to, like, recruit and train up brand new players instead of, like, legacy players, which is what they were doing before. And although I would agree, I think that there should be a mix of the two. Like, spend some money, get some legacy players, but also, like, yeah, train up some young players and, like, give them some mentors. And because I think it's unfair to only have a brand new team in, like, or a brand new bunch of players in a legacy team like the Red Sox, is all I'm gonna say. That's, I think, too much pressure on these really young players. Especially when Boston fans are extremely passionate, for better or worse, sometimes for worse. Please, I would love that. I would love to see that, the Freeman. This is a cool little spot. Like, there's no grace here as far as I can see, but you can see the ruins. You can see Erdtree up there. I think I can go there now. I'm not quite ready yet, though. I need to do some dungeons. Oh, it feels better to have this map fragment. I need to do some dungeons. I need to do Bale. That's a good spot to end it, I think. I need to do Bale. What else do I need to do? I'm just thinking. Where is the mountain where Bale is? Oh, it's here. Haha. So Bale is right here. This giant part of the map that I was like, where is it? I need to do Bale. Need to do this. There are a couple dungeons I need to do that I've just not done. So anything green, marked with a green marker that looks like a little house, is a dungeon that I have not done. Or a battle that I haven't done. So this Eastern Nameless Mausoleum I still need to do. So there's a ton. Oh my god. I will never finish this game. As long as I live. I just want to finish this game, and I'm scared to do the end boss because I know it's really hard. I'm like, am I ready? Will I ever be ready? But yeah, so Bale, this whole area here, the bunch of dungeons I haven't done. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. And then enter Ilum. And then I think then it'll be done. So, I don't know. Still quite a few things to do. A few healthy core with a few talented veterans is a fundamentally sound way to build team. That's how I'm thinking in my head about the Red Sox. But they wanted like all new people now. I'm like, no, I think there should be a mix. Like, have some mentorship there. Have the seasoned players help to really guide the newer ones. One thing I do like, this is random, bracket baseball, that they did, I think it was last year, they recruited a minor league player who was over 30, who'd never played in the big leagues, but the team saw his potential. So they're like, why don't you play for us? And I'm like, oh, I love when that happens. That makes me really happy. I think it's just because I'm Bostonian that I'm like, yeah, I'll talk about baseball, and I grew up playing it. But I could only get so far. I played softball for a while, but I really wanted to play baseball, but then baseball wasn't a great space for me to play. You know, being a little girl playing on a boys team, and I did do it, but apparently I faced a lot of adversity, and it just like wasn't fun, and I did want to have fun. But I got coached in softball and the girls softball team by like a minor league player who was pretty well known in my area, which I really love. He was a wonderful coach, and I played with his daughter, and he's a lovely, lovely man, and I will always be really grateful for that. Part of me wishes I stayed in softball maybe, but I had bigger ambitions, and then the mortal coil that I happened to be born in prevented me from realizing the big ambitions. But I wasn't a bad player. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, this is a beautiful spot. It's that Castle Ensis. I feel like I did Castle Ensis a lifetime ago. Like, my life was actually considerably different when I was playing Castle Ensis, if you can believe it. Then the Jagged Peak where Bale is over there, which I kind of abandoned it only because I didn't feel like I was ready. This is freaking beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is. I'm often just struck dumb by the beauty of this game and Elden Ring in general. Like, they did something truly remarkable. I think I'll end it at, like, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart lately, as I do. It's kind of like my stress relief game that I play late at night when I can't sleep. And I think of, like, how I love when a video game isn't necessarily realistic, but looks like a video game. I think that Elden Ring is, like, the perfect sort of pairing between looking realistic enough but still looking like a video game. Like, this looks like a video game, but it also has a sense of realism to it, but also a lot of surrealism to it too. I'm a huge fan of that. I love that it's a stylized sort of art style, beautiful art direction, and I'm grateful for that. I will take that over hyperrealism any day. There's no disrespect to hyperrealism or hyperrealistic games, but I think that's just a personal opinion that I have on it. I'm like, you know what? I do like when a video game looks like a video game. That's okay to me. In fact, I really like that. I'm playing things like Mario Kart. I'm like, this is a game. Like, I play Mario Kart 8 on the Switch, and I'm like, this is a game that looks like a game. Yeah, I feel like if your focus is purely on realism in a game, sometimes the soul of the game gets lost a little bit. And that's why certain games where maybe they'll be like, why didn't this game do well during award season or something like that? Like, despite it being, you know, objectively an excellent game. And it's like, maybe it's just because... What is this? I don't know. Oh, it is Castle Ensis. Oh, that's cool. You can see the top of it. But it's like maybe they were focusing a little too much on their realism and not quite enough on, like, the soul of what truly makes... Like, maybe they lacked on the storytelling or other elements that could have made it, like, maybe a better rounded game. Like, Elden Ring isn't a perfect game. I was thinking of that, too. It's not a perfect game, but it's truly, like, a remarkable achievement in gaming. Like, it's a masterpiece not because it's perfect, but it's because it, I think, successfully executed on a lot of different ambitions. Maybe there are areas that, like, are unpolished. I don't know. It's hard for me to say that anything in this game is unpolished. But I'd say sometimes the single player experience gets a little lost. I'm just riding my horse and talking. Sometimes the single player experience gets lost, which is really unfortunate, because I love the single player experience, as you guys know. In favor of, like, no, you have to use Spirit Ashes, or you have to summon. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to do everything solo, even if it means suffering. And, like, note, I know that there's a better way that I'm not using, and I know that I'm causing myself suffering. But that's one thing I miss about... I think they really did a great job in Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne with the single-player experience. Sekiro too, but I think that the gameplay style demanded so much uniformity, like you only had to play one style of Sekiro. Truly wonderful game, good single-player experience, but, like, huge learning curve, and you only could play that one particular way, which kind of made me suffer sometimes. Yeah, that's where I'll leave it. Just, that's why, even though this game makes me suffer, I will still play it. And I'm determined to beat it. I could beat it quickly, but I don't want to, so I'm gonna beat it slowly, as I am wont to do. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Thank you guys for listening to me just kind of talk and rant and run around a lot in, like, the second half of this stream. As always, I really, really appreciate it, and I hope that you guys... I appreciate all of you, too. And I hope that you all have a great week. Bye.